So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to today's video. A little bit tasty today, folks, a little bit sexy. So if you haven't seen this video, get the old popcorn out, get a beverage, and sit back and relax, because we're going to be having a look at eFootball 2022, which was, I don't know if this has been leaked or actually, you know what I mean? Because this was unlisted on someone's YouTube channel, but then there's another video that's like 30 minutes long. This one, not that one, that one. That was streamed live yesterday. No, it wasn't. It was streamed live on September the 2nd, which is interesting because I haven't really seen it until now. So I don't really know what's going on. Obviously, this was some sort of a closed event where they got to play the game. It would have been nice if they got people to play the game that actually knew how to play the game, because I've seen those two that are playing on the live stream. God, blimey. It was like watching someone play Mortal Kombat. Just button mashing, just blah, 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 blah. Why don't you just play football? Possess. Yes? Work the ball forward and create a nice goal. Anyway, let's dive into it. So this is the main menu that we have seen. Scam likely. Not today, folks. Not today. We're not having it. This is obviously the menu. We saw all of this in the playthrough that we did. Not the playthrough, but the stability test that came out a few months ago. It looked the same. So nothing has changed in that regard. Now remember, this is also off-screen camera. Graphically, we're not going to get much out of this. It's going to look meh because it's not proper. You know, it's a lot different when you're sitting on your 4K TV on a PS5 and it's crystal clear right in front of your face. An off-screen camera, you know, it's very much, not really going to happen too well. So let's go ahead and just run the video. So obviously we've got Arsenal United. He's decided to pick the Arsenal. Actually, I saw they're a 4.5-star team. What's happened there? Surely Arsenal should be about a 3-star. No, we won't get too harsh on the Arsenal. If you're an Arsenal fan, I know it's tough times for you. And I've been there myself with Man United when we were trying to kind of, rebuild and all that. But anyway, there it is. There is Old Trafford. I will take this as maybe PlayStation 5 footage. Definitely PlayStation footage by the X's and the squares and the triangles. But as I said, with the graphics, you can't take too much out of this, okay? So, there's the initial cutscene. And then we work in. There's Mr. Paul Pogba, looking very nice. You've got Lindelof checking his man bag behind him. Who's that? Some Arsenal player. You guys will know. One of the defenders, I reckon. Yeah, I know. Don't judge me. And then we come into the action. So though you can choose your kits. We've all seen this before. I actually like this. And this is the thing. I don't mind the initial cutscenes and all that. And kind of picking the kits and stuff. This actually, it's something different. It's something new. And I think that's the best we're going to hope for. But as someone stated it on Twitter, like this, not this part, but the cutscenes with the players coming out and then you see them in the dressing room is very much cosmetic. And when you're online, let's be honest, most people are going to get bored of seeing this and they're just going to skip it. So for the long run, meh, but for the short-term times, we get a little bit of excitement for the opening, few weeks until we get bored of it. So there's the lineup. As you can see, the transfers have not been done. The numbers have not been fixed. Cavani's still number 7. Please, for the life of me, Konami, make sure the transfers and all that are done, okay, when the game launches on September 30th. Because if you release this game and you've not done the transfers when they closed at the end of August, you've had a whole month, basically, to try and fix it. Well, obviously the game goes gold, but we're going to be very, very upset. Anyway, the blue color scheme is still there. My biggest thing as well, and I know it's only a color scheme, so don't be getting all like, oh, Ricky, it's only a color scheme. Yes, I know. But it's still a product that you want polished throughout, Why is the Man United logo crest still behind a pink background? Has this not been changed since we played the game a few months ago? I know it was a stability test, but come on. You can barely see the Man United badge. Just make it white. If anything, make it blue. Even that would fit. Anyway, that's my little criticism there. Change the pink. No one likes it. So there's the boys. There's David De Gea putting on the old gloves. Rashford, Cavani, McTominay, Bruno. Then you've got Aubameyang. I mean, you look at the player models themselves. I think they look good. And this is the thing about the Unreal Engine, right? This is a game, folks, that we're going to have to just deal with the fact that when it comes out, Yes, it's going to be bare bones. It's a game for the future. It ultimately is. This game is not going to come out and blow us away. I just don't think it will. But maybe in a few years' time, once they've divulged into, adding the Unreal Engine 5 and stuff, then, we'll see a different type of progression. Because I do think graphically this game will look fantastic, but it's going to take time. Anyway, there's holding Leno's hand. There you go. Little joke for you. But no, the kits look good. The players themselves look good. There is the Sir Alex Ferguson stand. And a taste of Mr. Old Trafford. Lovely, yes, we know. Get the glasses out. The blue font's there to stay. And there's a shot in the tunnel. And this looks really nice. You can tell they're using the Unreal Engine because graphically this looks better, I think, than sort of PES 21, PES 20. When it comes to like a cutscene and it looks more CGI type than actually in a game. That's really all I'm going to say about that. Because as I keep saying, it's off-screen footage. We're not really going to get graphically the best because look at the grass here. The turf doesn't look good. I will say that much. I'm a little bit disappointed with the actual turf itself, especially when this game kicks off. Now, this may be on PlayStation 4. I don't know. I don't really know. But I think it probably will be on the PS5. But they did say on the PS5 you get more advantages like having 3D lawn. So maybe we're missing out. But there's Bruno himself. And then Mr. Rashford, Saka with the old twisty wisties. But yeah, right here, that ball is kind of, it's floating, isn't it? It's not even on the turf. And where is the turf? And for me, that's a little bit worrying. Like, come on, Konami, you couldn't give us some proper good grass. I know it's only grass. Yes, it's only grass, but still, just give me grass. Anyway, the match kicks off. Now, this is the dual camera, which we'll talk about as the game goes on, and I'll kind of see how it exactly works. I mean, we played around with it with the stability test, of course, but they may have done some tweaks to it. And as you can see, every time the reason why this has to be PS5, by the way, is every time the ball goes off, and I haven't watched the whole clip, I've only watched like a few minutes of this so far, but every time the ball goes out of play, it doesn't go to a black screen. There's a very good transition just into the gameplay. As you see right now, Bruno's going to think, well, has that gone off? No, it hasn't. Anyway, he's going to whip one in, and we'll talk about the gameplay, and we'll break it down in a little bit. But right here, I think the ball goes out of play. So, Pepe comes across, gets the ball from the ball boy, as you can see, and, just straight into the action. No messing about. That's why I do feel like this is PS5 gameplay. Which, if that is the case, then yeah, I'm a little bit concerned about, like, the turf. But this could be an earlier build, and I will judge the actual graphical fidelity once the game is launched, and we can actually see it properly on a proper screen. So once again, the ball goes off, as you saw there. So let me just do that again. So the ball goes out of play. He comes back into the mix, and they pass it, and then they get on with it. So there's no black screens. It's just straight into the game. And away we go. Now, I think the main thing to touch upon here is I would like to look at how the AI moves. I don't know what he's playing on, this person. I don't know the difficulty settings that he's on, which would obviously be nice because then we'd know. Nice little collision there between Pogba and another Arsenal player as Pepe brings it down the flanks. Good challenge by Luke Shaw. Now, still not a fan of this the circle. The round circle that is lurking underneath the players. Now, this is taken from the mobile version. I hope you can turn it off. Now, I know it's kind of showing you where you're passing it because eFootball 2022 is going to be, I feel, a lot more manual than what we're accustomed to with, like, I think assisted versus assisted. eFootball 2022 is going to be a little bit less assisted than what we've been having with the Fox engine, and that's why they're kind of giving us this circle with the arrow, because it's pretty much full 360 dribbling, etc., and you want to know exactly where you're passing it. But I don't need that. I've been playing on manual for a while, so hopefully they'll be able to switch that off. If you can't turn it off, then I'm going to be very upset. Very upset. In fact, I might start crying, and we don't want that now, do we? So there's a transition into the replay. We get to see our first bit of replays. Very much the same horrendous replays that we saw last time. And Luke Shaw's not having it. The old like Jonah Hill from... what is it? Love the Greek movie. Everybody get him to the Greek something. I watched it the other day and I can't remember the name of the movie, but... Alright, so it's showing you how to take a corner. Fair enough. So Luke Shaw's going to swing this in. But yeah, I really hope you can turn off... Don't know what's happened there. He's played the short one. The circle. Because, as I said, not everyone's going to need it. If you're used to playing a certain way, then why do you need it? Anyway, I think this guy's finding it very difficult, and that's what I mean. This game looks a lot more freedom, a lot more randomness happening. There's a foul on Paul Pogba from Mr. Pepe. Is that a foul? Let's have a look. That's a little bit worrying, isn't it? That looked terrible. Hang on. Yeah, I mean, this is hopefully an earlier build. And there's going to be bugs, and there's going to be stuff that we're going to have to kind of wait for them to fix. But, I mean, have a look at this. Watch Paul Pogba's feet. Gets kicked there. What is that, a new move? It's like his foot got stuck like that. Yeah, that was a little bit of an odd one. Anyway, let's continue. So, we have a free kick. Is this going to be exactly the same? Looks like it's pretty much the same as it has been for like a decade now. Obviously, before that, we used to have the old up and down arrow. There's a chance! Oh, he's completely fluffed it. And somehow Cavani scooped that one. He's kept it alive. We're into the final minute here of the first half. Yeah, this looks like a pretty easy difficulty, whatever this guy's playing on. We're not getting much action from Arsenal, but it is 0-0 at half-time. I mean, I do like the player models. I think they look really nice. They're trimmed down. They're not, you know, meh, stocky bodybuilders. Not everyone's, you know, Adama Traore from Wolves. But there it is, 6 attempts to 0. Very, very comfortable first half, although it's still 0-0. All right, let's move on into the second half. Here comes the players out of the tunnel. Okay, look, there's an actual cutscene for the second half. Wow, that's actually different and quite nice to see. There you go, Konami. Thinking outside the box, putting something else in. Still, the turf looks terrible. I was actually trying to have a look at the crowd here real quick. Just to see what we can see. You know, as I say, keep saying on and on and on. But, you know, it is off screen. But there it is. All the fans did rise there as the players coming out. Just see them getting up, starting to applaud them as they come out. This looks really nice. I like that. This is something that I think you could put over and over again on loop and keep watching it. There's the steward guy just watching no one. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, we keep watching that all day. But that's the problem, isn't it? I'm more impressed with the cutscenes than the actual gameplay itself. Why is Bruno running like that? That was a very odd. Why are you running like that, Bruno? Have you got something in your pocket, wedged somewhere? Look at him. It was... Alright, so the second half kicks off. Although that was a bit of a weird transition. But we are off and running. And let me know if there's anything you guys notice, of course. Let me know in the comments. I will miss things, obviously. I think it's still very hard to kind of judge a game when you haven't played it yourself. Of course, we can always judge the animations and different off-the-ball movements and stuff. But yeah, Arsenal coming out the gates flying there. So I wanted to see what happened with the ball. Right, so Aubameyang had a shot. Right, so the ball comes off. So they throw the ball back on. Saka picks it up. So this is when you can basically reassess, evaluate, get your players marked up while things are transitioning. Well, they've taken the quick one there. And they're still going here. Chance for Smith Rowe. So it's going to be another corner. Once again. I mean, this could take a long time, though, couldn't it? If there's no transitions ever. And you're constant... I don't like the way he's kind of... Why is he standing so close to the ball? Has he put the ball on his foot? That looked a bit odd. Looks like the ball went through his foot there. Anyway, Saka with a bit of magic. Cuts inside. This is where defending is going to be really difficult. And this is why people are going to have to play this game for a long time before you start getting good at it. Because I really feel like the manual side of defending now, with the whole no ability to team press or player press with another player, yeah, you're going to have to really time those challenges right. Because if you don't, you are probably going to get... Well, that's a dirty, dirty challenge. It's still a little bit clunky, though, isn't it? It does look very clunky at times. Even, like, the transitional effects to, like... That's why I'm hoping this is an early build. Because, like, right here, the foul happens. right? It's a naughty challenge. Dive straight into him. But, like, the transition right there, it just looked very odd. If you watch this, right? We'll slow this down. And I may be nitpicking, but they've been working on this for 2 years. Right there, look. Like, what's happened there? If you slow it, in comes the challenge. There's a brief split second here where everyone disappears. You know what I mean? Like, what's happened here? Well, I know they're trying to transition into the cutscene, but that never. And then it's like the players aren't loading correctly. That's a little bit worrying, and hopefully will be addressed by the time it launches. Who knows? But yeah, it's a little bit clunky, the animations. I mean, I'm seeing some good animations when it comes to, like, the challenges. I think there's a little bit more randomness. I mean, the referees are meant to be fixed. So in due time, we shall see. I will maybe possibly put out a bit of a comparison. I mean, it would be nice if we had better, like, on-screen actual gameplay instead of off-camera, but, you know, you can still see the gameplay fine. It's just the graphics that don't look the best. But I'm not really taking the graphical stuff into account. Once again, the guy's having a hard time with defending. Defending is going to be really... As you can see, it's almost like FIFA-esque. They've gone very FIFA-esque with this defending now. So let's see what Mason Greenwood can do there. Absolutely nothing. Holding finds Aubameyang. Arsenal have done a lot more this second half. It's like they've come out their shell. Saka, nice little reverse step over. Still going. Lays it across. There's an effort. And every shot so far seems to have been at the near post. I guess they can't be bothered to shoot in the far post. And they're taking a lot of short corners. But why not? Because United aren't closing down. Alright, so we've got some sort of a blue bar there. I don't really know what that means. And if you have a look... Let's get the ball back on plate. Alright, so they're making a change. Real quick. Is that Bellerin coming on? But yeah, if we have a look at the bars at the bottom real quick. So you've got Scotty McTotte right here. That bar above his name, more than likely, is the stamina bar. No doubt about it. And then you've got the usual neutral. You've got attacking, more attacking. Then you've got defensive, more attacking. Or more defensive, should I say. So nothing's really changed with the whole players. I did see another little red bar before, but I think that was just sort of a slight change to the attacking icon colour. Nothing crazy as the ball comes out of play. Right, so you saw there David De Gea. I like that. See, things like that. But once again, I'm being more impressed with the things off the field than actually on the field. But have a look at it here. Right, watch the ball boy and watch the De Gea. He calls for it. He asks for it. He says, give me the ball, and then he gets it going. See, stuff like that, you know, evolve that over time and make this a really fluid, transitional football game that's just, you know, enjoyable to play. But that's really up to Konami. The ball is in their court. So yeah, I'm seeing like a blue bar and then I'm seeing a green bar. Did you see that right there? Like right here, you see it turns blue with Rashford, passes it, but then when Bruno passes it, it's back to the yellow. I don't know if blue means really soft, and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see as this goes on a little bit more. So pinging it about, challenge from Cavani. Well, it was a green bar again. Maybe that's manual passing. Maybe this... No, I don't think it is. Does this guy know what manual passing is? I don't know if he does. Anyway, it's Aubameyang. That's a good challenge by Linda. McTominay. I mean, honestly, I think the gameplay is... You know, it's flowing. It's flowing nicely. I really think we've got to play this for ourselves and learn the mechanics. Yes, it looks a little bit clunky still, right there. I mean, that challenge, was that a good challenge? Let's have a look here. I'm going to slow this down when the ball gets into the box. Missed that first challenge. Stuck a foot out there. Well, let's have a look at this. Ball comes across. It's a hard one to tell there, really, isn't it? I mean, if you slow it right down, it's always more fun to watch. But this guy's having an absolute mission of trying to get the ball. He's missing all the challenges. Now it's blue again. You did see Scotty McTotte there. Watch Scott McTominay, the way he turns here. It's a little bit smarter by him. He almost does like a 360 turn. See, right here. Nice. He turned the right way there. I like that. If you have a watch him here. See, the ball comes across. Misses that one. Just watch him right here. So a quick turn by him. I like that. He turned real quick. There was no messing about, no fanning about. And then there's a strike. And once again, bit of a poor finish. Bit of a poor finish. Anyway, we're into the final minute. So that is the first real snippet of gameplay that we have seen from eFootball. And there it is, 0-0. And I think the consensus of that is it's really hard to defend. There's still a little bit clunky. Animations look a little bit off at times. Looks like McTominay's been working out. But there's some positive notes. Oh, what's this? So after the match, we've just got David De Gea talking some spiel, and then he buggers off. Got changed quickly, didn't he? And there we have it. 6 attempts to 5. He didn't have a single shot in the second half. So that was the first piece of gameplay. What do you guys make of it? You let me know. Now let's quickly go to this one. And I'm definitely going to mute it because it's just a bunch of... It's like a bunch of chickens playing. So they're going to pick the players here. I think we actually get a little bit more of showing... What's the name? The formation screen in this one. So we go. Man United, Barcelona. I don't think it's going to be any different to what we saw. I think it's the same every time. Of course, there is Old Trafford, which looks great. And it does look nice graphically from this point of view. How will it look when I'm actually there with my face inside the TV? So here they come once again. McTominay this time. So they do change because I think last time it was Paul Pogba. So it's not always the same. Although we did see this guy before, I think. So he's going off in the changing room. You pick your kits, as we know. Yeah, we'll go ahead and pick those. Home and away. Fast forward it a little bit. And there's the lineup. I want to see if they go into the actual screen themselves. There's Edison Cavani. But yeah, we are just going to skip this at the end of the day. This is all nice and fancy and lovely jubbly. But after a while, yeah, we are very much just going to say, yeah, we've seen it. Move on, what's next? Now, someone like myself doing a Master League, if they start adding more cutscenes, then there's something for me to show. But people online, yeah, they really couldn't give a monkeys, to be honest. All right, let's move forward. Doing a bit of the old in and out, shake it all about. So there's the lineup for you. I want to see if they do anything else regarding this. We know it's pretty much bare bones at launch. There's only going to be 5. There they are, 5 options, and we've got counter-attack, possession. I've absolutely no idea what this says because I don't speak Chinese or understand it in the slightest, but we've seen this before. We know, generally, just go and look at the trailer, and that will show you what means what. So they're just going through them, talking some stuff. There is the lineup for you. Right, so they've had enough of it. David De Gea is putting on the gloves again. This is the same cutscene that we saw before. And there's Mr. PK. Oh, no, this is Barcelona. Last time we saw Arsenal. So, yes, of course, the players are going to be different. Duh. All right, so here we go. Still, change the pink, Konami, man. Just, who thought pink with a red logo is a good idea? No, it doesn't work. It just doesn't. All right, so this guy's going to adjust the TV volume. No, we don't need the volume louder, mate. I'm going to mute you, so that's not relevant. All right, now, this is... Don't take any of the players, actually. Now, as you can see, it's very kind of laggy because of the way they're recording this. I don't know if they tried recording this in 60 frames and then they've uploaded it in 30 and it's gone tits up, or vice versa. So this won't be a super long judgment video. But yeah, that blue bar keeps popping up, and I don't know what it means. And it's annoying me. Who knows what... See there, there's another blue bar. It can't be... Is it manual? Let's see. Yep, that's blue again. This seems like they're playing on manual. Especially with a ball in like that. That was absolutely atrocious. Right, keeper gets the ball rolling again. To Stegen. Alright, here we go. See, he's playing on green. Let's see if he's playing on green and the other guy's playing on blue. Well, that's a foul, ref, surely. No, you said play on. Alright, so here he comes. Where's he going? Barcelona's playing that way. Why are you dribbling that way, mate? Wait, Man United are attacking that way. Why is this guy with Barcelona attacking the Man United goal? I mean, has he forgotten what sport he's playing? So here we go. Cuts back. The guy can't defend at all. This guy's having an absolute mission. I mean, if you're going to get people to play the game, at least get someone who knows what's going on. The guy in Man United at least seems to know what's going on. All right, so he starts again with Paul Pogba. Plays it through. But yeah, it's a very loose game, isn't it? I think eFootball is going to be... I don't know. I feel like eFootball might even be more skill-based than ever before, just because of how random this is. Like, I don't know what they're playing on, though, and that's annoying me. I don't know what this blue bar means either. But it's almost like they're on manual because they're playing so many bad passes. But why would you put it on manual if you've never played the game before? You know, that seems unlogical. I mean, I would give it a bash, but I've been playing on manual for, a year now. I'd like to see that's, nice little transition there, nice little animation. All right, here comes Jordi Alba. Plays the ball across. Once again, we've got the blue bar going. Dembele skips past the first challenge, and that's annoying, isn't it? I mean, that's stuff like that. Where... I mean, come on. That's where you've got to judge the AI. Like, Griezmann's making a run, okay, but don't stand there now. He's doing the stop, start. Yeah, you've really got to get that AI very, very smart if you're going to release a game that has no teammate press. All the players around you, like right now, he's tracking the runner, but now he's missed him. Did come across in time. Got a little bit fortunate there. But it is quite kind of hard to break these down without like playing it myself, because if I was playing this game, I could come to you and say, yeah, folks, it does look this, and this, but when you play it, it feels different. I can't say that to you because I have no idea. Hang on, what was that? Was that some sort of a light bulb I saw there? Ooh, hang on a minute. All right, so this guy, watch. Let's pause it. So there's some sort of a bar that comes up. I haven't seen that before. You can see it right here, look. The arrow's pointing here. He's making a run. He did it a few times. Well, that's interesting, because I never saw that. Oh, unlucky, just over the bar. One thing I will say about that shot there is watch the goalkeeper. You know what we can probably do is even slow this down a little wee bit. Let's put it at a 0.5 speed. Is watch the goalie jumping here. David De Gea in goal. They haven't fixed the keepers, which is annoying, because look how high he jumps. It looks ridiculous. Like, Konami, just, the one thing that I'd say is annoying is the goalies and the fact that they jump like idiots. They jump like they're on a trampoline. And watch David De Gea here. Look how high he's jumping. I mean, he's jumping. There's no way he should be jumping that high. So that's a little bit annoying that they have not addressed the keepers and the animation and the way they kind of jump. I mean, it's good that I do like that. Once again, we kind of have a look when he's taking the shot. Where'd he go? So, yeah, he has the shot. Sorry, I've showed this match 6 times. But look, he misses it, and then, boom, he runs straight back into position. It doesn't mess around, doesn't show you a silly cutscene of him going, oh, no. You've missed it. Forget it. Move on with it. This guy's now going to... Are they going to give each other a hug? What's going on here? Not quite sure. All right, so there's half-time. Yeah, I'm quite intrigued about that arrow bar there. You saw it. It was like that big little snippet. It's certainly not teammate runs. Is it a manual pass? I don't know. Things that we'll learn. Right, so they're going to go in here and make a couple of alterations. Yeah, I don't read Chinese, as I said. So unfortunately, I can't tell you exactly what they're saying. I mean, some of you might be able to speak it, and you can let me know. All right, so the second half kicks off. So they're going to come out the tunnel again. Right, now that's the away team coming out first. And as you saw, they're not going to show it because they can't be bothered. But the crowd don't applaud them very much. But then when the home side come out, they actually give them a little bit more of an applaud, as you rightly would if you're playing at home. All right, so second half gets going. Let's see if the guy with Barcelona knows which way he's going. Well, you're going the other way, mate. Or maybe he's trying out some controls. I mean, the only thing I feel like the ball looks very FIFA-ish, as in, like, it looks like it's glued to their feet a little bit more than I would like. You know, I've always liked that PES way where the ball differentiates itself to the player. It's its own separate identity, which is exactly what Adam Batty did say when PES 14 came out. He was like, they're two separate things. But judging from the dribbling, it looks like it's very much glued to their foot, which I will not like because that reminds me of FIFA, and I don't want another FIFA game. That's why I play PES. Anyway, here he goes, working it forward. Rashford, have a shot. Little touch there. That's a poor finish. it looks difficult to score. It looks difficult to score from what we've seen from these few matches. All right, De Gea going to roll the ball out. Cavani's doing some sort of a dance there. Well, that was a bit risky, wasn't it? Oh, Cavani ran straight past. That's the thing with this game. You're going to have to be right on top of the ball if you want to steal it. The players, it's not just going to magically attract towards them. You do need to get in front of the ball. This game does look very manual-esque, which I'm not hating. I'm not. If this game has a lot of skill online and people are not going to like this because it's not holding your hand and you're not getting assisted all the time, I very well may do all right online because I do like to play that way, of course. But we'll see. I still like to know what the blue bar means because it sometimes it pops up like right now and sometimes it's green. I mean, you can see the ball's going straight to the player though, so I don't think it is manual, is it? Oh, where's Dembele running straight past Shaw. Decent save from the keeper. Launches it clear. Gets it down, smacks it off the defender. Nods it on. Cavani picks it up. I mean, that is a late one there, ref. Surely a booking at least. That's going to be a yellow card. Could have been more, really, there for Linglet. Right here, have a look at it. Missed the first challenge and completely took him out for the second. Although those animations, that's the thing, they are using a lot of recycled animations from the older game in PES. But this is a long-term game, okay? I think we have to realize this, that in the long run, yes, this may become a very, very good football game. But we're going to have to cope with it for now. Give our feedback. That's all we can do. Give our feedback to Konami. Let them know what we like, what we don't like. And hopefully they listen to us. And they really do need to listen to us. I wish they would. Just listen to what the community has to say. You know, we're the ones playing the game non-stop all the time. If we find something we don't like or something that doesn't work, fix it. You know, and we'll play it. Test it out again and we'll do the same thing. And eventually you find the perfect game. Although you can't find the perfect game. We've all got personal opinions, and everyone's opinion's different. All right, we're 84 minutes in. I think there's another match after this, actually, with Bayern Munich and someone else. So let's see if we can actually get a goal in this match. I mean, I feel like you could walk round defenders if you know what you're doing. Yeah, lay it square, and he's in. No, he doesn't want to do it. You start again with Wan-Bissaka. And then, I don't know why you're shooting from that angle. Ridiculous attempt, but at least you have a bash. I mean, the transition with the Efootball thing looks all right. You know, it's if it wasn't blue and yellow, I'd be a more fan of it, but at least it works. All right, chance for the corner. Last corner of the game. It is going to be Mr. Luke Shaw to fire this in. Well, he's gone near post. I don't think he was meant to do that. I think that was an accident. Oh, look, they've even got a pink. What is the obsession with pink? Why are we loving pink so much, Konami? Don't need a pink drop-down 1+ stoppage time. And then you've got the pink behind the badges. Anyway, there we go. 0-0. No goals. Pretty much a stalemate. Let's have a look at the ratings. All right, we've got a 7 and then a star next to it, so you know who's man of the match. 4 point. We actually got some 4.5s, the usual 6.5s. It will be interesting if they fixed them. They probably haven't. Which that's what gets to me, folks. It's the fact that these problems, and it's not even a problem, but it's like fix the man of the match issue. Surely that takes you a day to address it. Not a day, but whatever it takes to program it correctly. You know, and then we won't be complaining about it non-stop. All right, so there it is. Now they're going to go ahead and, let's see. Right, they're going to do that. We're going to have Bayern München taking on Arsenal, I believe. Okay, right. So that's the settings. And I would really like to know what this means, because it would tell me, like, what they're playing on. Like, settings-wise. But I have no clue. I'm going to have to start learning Chinese, I believe, or Japanese. All right, so there's all the stadiums, as we know. Got the Allianz Arena, the Allianz Stadium, the Camp Nou, Old Trafford, Efootball Arena, and another one. So again, I don't know what you're flicking through there, son. Right, so here we go. Actually, let's rewind that. So here we go. Here they come, Arsenal. Now, obviously, these tunnels are really based on the stadium you play in. So this is going to look different to Old Trafford, as you can tell. They've all got the man bags. Everyone's loving that man bag. Oh, he's holding it like an absolute pimp. So there we go. There's the team selection before. Yes, we know you can pick the red and the white. There's the lineups. We're just going to dive right into it because we've already seen that before. Alaba, players putting on the boots, getting set up, ready. This all looks great. I love the cosmetic aspect. Absolutely love it. There is the Emirates. Went there in 2019. Was the last time I went to the Emirates for the old PES League. That was good fun. All right, so here we go. A little bit more gameplay. I mean, I will say the turf does a better job than what FIFA do. I thought FIFA's turf was really poor for the next gen FIFA 21 sort of port. All right, so away we go. Now, what do you guys make of the camera? I'm actually not hating it. I actually think that they've done a really good job of kind of... I mean, you can turn it off, so who really cares? I mean, if you don't want to play on it, don't play on it. But I think they've done a good job of, they zoom in when needed, but then they do transition out when you need to see the field. That would have been the biggest problem of mine. If I can't see the players, and yes, you've got a radar, but I do think like a one-on-one finish... You want to be more zoomed in, closer to the action for that. And then when you're just working it around the midfield, then you can zoom the ball out, or the camera out. And then obviously when you get down the flanks, what on earth is that? Finish this off. Surely, son. Why are you shooting at the goalie? It looks like shooting is really hard to finish. Or scoring is really hard to score. Defending is quite difficult. The goalies still pretty much probably the same ported over from the old PES games from what I've seen so far. Especially when that guy leaped about 50 feet in the air. Alright, so Lewandowski here. Trying to get the ball. He's in the middle, but this is actually Coman. Away he goes. You can see he's tracking Aubameyang. And the other player is... But that was interesting though, wasn't it? Because it's like... Because when you look at it, right? He's Aubameyang, okay? So he's him. This is the defender that's tracking the runner, and as you can see, it's got the little icon above his head, which means he's the next player it's going to switch to. But he is tracking him all the way. Well, he did a little stupid animation there, and that's where, if you're going to have a game, Konami, with no teammate press, and I can't make my fellow comrades go towards the ball and do stuff, they can't do stuff like this, because watch him. Ready? He stops. Now he's gone. That's pointless. He keeps stopping and starting. I'm not liking that, and I don't know what this guy's doing. He's just run off because he felt bad for him. It's like comedy gold watching these videos, but they're quite amusing. Quite amusing as well. All right, moving on. So we're going to take the short one. I don't know if there's any goals in this. Have we got any goals? We've been rolling with this video now for about 30 minutes. I would like to get a goal just to see the celebrations, but I don't know if it's going to be feasible with these two playing. No disrespect to you playing the game, but it doesn't look like you've ever played a football game in your life, lads. Or it could be really difficult. It just could be that hard to ping it about. All right, here is Mullers. Lays it through to Goretzka. That's a little bit of a loose pass there to Gnabry, who's going to pick it up. Take his time. I mean, look, they just keep running past the player. You've got to stay... And he's offside anyway. You've just got to defend smart. Slow down. I really do feel like there is quite a skill gap in this game. I don't know. I haven't played it myself. But I do feel like there's going to be more of a skill gap for eFootball than we've had for PES. Which would be funny, considering, this is more catered towards mobile as well now. And if you're on mobile... you don't want to make it too difficult because it comes really difficult. Duh. It's a smaller screen, less controls. Once again, he's doing that thing. What is that? I want to know what this is, or if this is just something that's popping up on... No, it can't be. Like, he keeps doing these... Where is it again? Let's see here. When does he do it? He does it there. And then he does it there. I keep missing it. Slow it right down. But you know what I mean? Like, you keep seeing it, and I keep missing it because I can't get it. And that is just a dreadful finish. I don't know what that is. Does someone know? Has anyone played the game? I know you guys haven't either, but that's interesting. A little path comes up, and it's not, you know, it's not making another player make a run. I don't think it's manual. Maybe it is. We'll find out. September 30th, all will be revealed. I will be streaming the game, of course, live, having some good old fun. This guy, he's no idea what he's doing. He's lost the plot. All right, here's Muller. Just lay it square, mate. Tap it in. Hey, we finally got a goal. Not quite the same net physics as FIFA's going to get you. Oh, my gosh. Are you having a laugh? Like the one celebration that you just didn't need to pour over. It's an absolute... When have you ever seen a player score a goal and then say, right, I'm going to go and steal the microphone and do a chicken dance? Come on. Why did you have to copy that celebration, Kalami? Make your own. Create something else. Anyway, there's Louis. Taps it in. Celebrates with the boys. And, yeah, these are all very much the same cutscenes as last year. I'm hoping they add more in due time. We're not going to see a replay because they can't be bothered. So, I would have liked to see the replay just to see if they've been sort of enhanced a little bit more. Yeah, once again, they need to smoothen up a lot of things in this game from what I've seen. I'm hoping this is an early build. I don't know if it will be. But just things like that, like players disappearing while the game's still loading. I'm sorry, stuff like this should not be happening if you're playing on a PlayStation 5, and this is going to be next gen. Let's see how the finishing is. Well, you've got to slow down, mate. You can't keep sprinting. I still don't know what the blue bar means. No idea. But anyway, we'll find out. So there's half-time. As the lads come into the tunnel, and out they come again. Once again, I'm impressed with this. Enjoy this. This looks good. And out comes the Bayern players. Lewandowski's had a fresh trim. And what's that? Once again, I don't really know. Like, these transitions are really odd. Like, it goes from starting the match to this, and then it starts the game. It's like it still thinks it's half time. It's not loaded right. Alright, well, it's a minimal thing if it's been fixed, but as I said, for a PS5 version or any next-gen version, loading should be instantaneous. You know, there shouldn't be any of this monkey business going around. Alright, well, we've got one more half to view, and then that will be my kind of full analysis, which is, I like the cutscenes. I think they look good. I think the half-time transitions, you know, even seeing David De Gea at the end of the match is a little bit of fun. The beginning of the match, they're warming up. It looks great. But at the end of the day, it is all cosmetic, and let's be honest, what is this guy doing? What is he doing? This is also a problem, I will tell you this much. When you have someone who can't play a football game like this and really has no idea what they're doing, it makes the game look blimmin' awful. You get someone like ourselves, or you guys that know how to play PES, two good players that can actually possess would make this game look fantastic. Way better than it does when people have no idea what they're doing. So, yeah, sometimes, unfortunately, folks, videos will look worse depending on who's playing the match or the games. But yeah, the cosmetic stuff looks great and all, but let's be honest, it is going to be simmed and skipped once online starts. For Master League, it will be good, and hopefully they evolve it a little bit more. But it's still a little bit clunky for me. Some of the animations I've seen, the loading seems a little bit off. I mean, I do like the quick transitions from the throw-ins and the goalies. They're just throwing the ball in there, getting things going. You're not waiting. It seems like it's a lot more loose, though. I mean, that ball, though, never seemed to slow down, did it? Like, that ball just keeps going. It's not even slowing down. Physics look a little bit off as well at times. There's work to do here. Yeah, they have probably a good foundation to base this off of with the Unreal Engine. I think the Unreal Engine has the potential to beat what the Fox engine had, but it's going to take time. Do not expect this game to blow your underpants off the first time you put it on and download it. And look, it's free to play, so you guys may say, I mean, look at that for a finish. Let me just have a look out. How much power did he put on this? Yeah, he's absolutely full pelted that. There's no surprise it's gone out into the roof. Calm it down, son. But yeah, in time, maybe, you know, the Unreal Engine will prove its worth. It's certainly a good engine. It's just about putting the right tech together and producing the goods. So yeah, gameplay-wise, it looks a lot less scripted, a lot less like on rails, but I don't know what these folks are playing on. You know, once you put it on Pass Assist 3, it could very much be a different game. It looks like defending is going to be very, very difficult, something we're going to have to completely relearn. I mean, absolutely, because PES has been a very... It's been a very simple game defensively for many years. You know, you can do the teammate press and you can generally let them do all the work while you sit back. Whereas this, there is none of that anymore. You are going to have to go in there, time those challenges to perfection, because as you saw, Aubameyang there just ran straight past him. If you don't time it right, you're not going to get the ball. Which might annoy a lot of people online, but you're going to have to learn a new game. This is a completely different game. Shoot the ball, son. Now have a butchers. Go on. Oh, he's hit it straight at the goalie. And, oh, in off the crossbar. And then he runs into the net. Because that's what you do. What you doing, son? No, Muller, that's not the way it works, mate. Get out the goal. Yeah, pointing. Yeah, he's running into the net. Well, stop making him do it. So, yeah, this shot straight at the goalie. Decent save. I think the second shot actually came off the underside of the crossbar. So there we go. Anyway, let me know what you guys make of it from what you've seen. So please don't take the graphics into account. Yeah, the turf doesn't look good. We can generally take that as... you know, you don't really need to see it in person to know if the turf looks good. You could tell the ball was kind of floating at the start. But when it comes to like the players themselves, how the game looks, what on earth have you just done there, son? You just missed an open goal. But yeah, don't take the graphics into account too much. It generally is the gameplay that we're looking at here, and there's positives, but there are things that generally will need a lot of work. We'll see. We don't know how old this build is. Remember that. So it could be a lot more polished when it launches in less than, 3 weeks now. So anyway, let me know what you thought there. Let me know what you thought below. And until next time, subscribe for more. I'm going to be covering it all. And tomorrow, Master League is back. Master League tomorrow is going to be nuts. I had some insane matches with like 11 goals in 2 games. So look forward to that. But until next time, they say goodbye. I say goodbye. Take care.